Oh, so you can expect a couple things from me today. Number one, getting over a little cough. Just ask Drunk 3PO. We went out last night and we had some Wendy's. It was tasty Wendy's, as a matter of fact. and and what was I saying? Oh yeah, and I developed a cough for some reason. So that was that. And but what do you think about the new background going on, man? Telling you what, I spent a good little deal of time setting all this stuff up, man. I am so proud of my wall. Let me see. In order, this is Sir Charles Hammer of Thor. The little one that you can barely see, that's what she said. That is Stella. That's Paulie. And let me see. That is Bruce. This little dude up here that you can barely see. Oh, little dude. That's the lady in red. It's a bass guitar. It's a mini bass. I'm proud of that one. That one was actually given to me. Oh, Mongo! Look at that, man. How you doing? How the freak you doing, man? I'm telling you, it has been. I worked really hard on that thing. And I've got two more guitars over there. Here, let me see if I can. Turn that over there a little bit. Ah, the sun's blocking it out. But oh, there it is. That's a F. This is really difficult. Screw it. Man. Whatever. I failed. You can see it a little bit. Anyway, that's Carlisle over there. Carlisle's actually broken. He's a hollow body. He's a hollow body guitar. And I was playing it one time. I was on stage and I was playing it. I stepped on the freaking chord and ripped out his guts. It was unfortunate. It was really unfortunate. So all in all, hey, Mary, what's up, my babe? How's it going? One of the original OGs to everything that was Exaggeration Nation. That is my otter. I am the honey badger. And that's just the way we roll. You know, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Life is good. Everything's good. Just, excuse me. Just sitting here chilling. I'm waiting, actually. I came home a little bit early from work because I'm waiting on my car to be done in the shop. So I'm hanging out here, relaxing, doing my thing until such a time that my car is finished. I will probably, in the middle of this stream, get a call on this phone, and you'll listen to me talk to my mechanic. He's going to tell me that it probably costs about $14,000 to fix the engine problems, and yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. So yeah, if you happen to be here, check it out on Twitter. I've got links in case you want to come in. If anybody gets froggy, I don't even know who's going to show up. You know that's the way I roll. I just post links to randomly show up in the stream. I've never actually invited other people into the stream before. So I hope I posted the right link. I don't know. But anyways, Florida's happening pretty good. You like my new swag? I got some official Geeks and Gamers. So, hold up. The Lord of Djibouti.
Lord of Djibouti.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I've been doing all right, man. How you been?
Man, it's Friday. It's Fun Time Friday, man. I can't complain at all. At all. I went to go see the Joker last night, and I've been riding on that wave of awesomeness all day long.
But I got one question to ask though.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really, other than my brother, could it potentially be a launch pad for the Batman trilogy? Like, do you think it could retroactively work as the kickstart to that universe with the way the wings are?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that it will. Oh, look at that. I got a new subscriber, Final Death Star. Hey, how you doing? Love you, buddy. I don't think it will, to be honest. I think this is from what I read, Joaquin Phoenix decided to jump onto this because of the fact that it was a standalone film, and that was a pretty big determining factor for him as to him doing that. So I'm doubting a little bit that it will kick off. It could have the potential, but the way this was this was a mix of a lot of really awesome things. I'm not spoiling it or anything like that, but it was shot in a very, very unique way. Almost like it was kind of a mix, I would say, between Pulp Fiction, um, Silence of the Lambs, and Saw. Like just it was just the way it was done, and I was tickled pink. I was sitting there in the theater, just I had my hand over my mouth a couple times. No, I'm not. Hey, Mary, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just talking about the effects that the movie have on me. I'm not all about spoiling movies. So this is a spoiler-free movie. I'm just letting you know. I'm just talking about the awesomeness of the way the cinematography in it, and I'm talking the awesomeness of Joaquin Phoenix. Man, it was if he doesn't get an Oscar nod, if he doesn't get an Oscar nod in this, it's going to be thing. Yep, got to preserve my experience. I totally agree with you. So yeah, I will never ruin that. But this is definitely take the time to go see this. Definitely take the time. I don't think it'll kickstart a trilogy, but I mean, it did have a couple major characters that made appearances in there, and everything. So it was great. It was just freaking great. I think I liked it a little bit more than. Hey, you got a doggone check my Twitter feed, lady. Okay, I put it up right there in the Twitter feed. She's like,
oh yeah, he's got an open invitation. I see it now.
You see that? I put the doggone link up on my Twitter. If you paid attention to me, Mary, like you're supposed to, like a good friend would. But hold on just a second. I'll be more than happy to get it up there. Where is it?
Man, I hate how these movies always come out in rent week.
I know.
Well, damn. Well, it's a two for this weekend. It's my daughter's birthday weekend, and then it's rent weekend. So it's like I gotta wait till next week.
Oh, that is
so they'll probably like Tuesday or Wednesday. One's turning 13 and one's turning 8 this weekend.
Oh wow, both in 1 weekend.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Come on.
Dude, do you like Jeff Dunham, man?
I do.
You got to watch Beside Himself on Netflix. If you guys thought Dave Chappelle pushed boundaries, oh man, Dave Chappelle, you guys think he pushed boundaries? Old Jeff Dunham,
really?
Oh, he was just taking jabs at everybody.
That's
most notably Alyssa Milano. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm telling you what, man. Melissa Milano is just. She doesn't want to keep things simple. Now, I will give her this, okay? I'll give credit where credit's due. She did decide to go and sit down with Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't agree with a single word she said. I thought it was all trash. But at least she sat down. She was civil. She was nice about it, and I appreciated it. I appreciate it. Hey, Mary, what's up?
Hey, Jesse. So I have a 9-year-old in the room, so.
You got a 9-year-old in the room?
Yeah. I'm just stopping in to say hi.
Gotta rate that G.
I won't say words like. I'm just kidding.
What's up,
man? How was freaking Orlando while you were down? Sorry we didn't get to meet up, but I know you were crazy busy, and I saw that you enjoyed Universal way better than Disney.
Oh my gosh, you don't want to get me started on that. Disney was a nightmare. It was such a nightmare.
Man, I've reserved myself to this one point. I think I'm probably still, at the end of the day, a whore for Disney. I'm sorry. I forgot. 9-year-old, what that means? That's
no. There's no.
It's a bench. It's another word for a bench that you use to sit on when you're playing piano. Okay, that's what that is. I won't use it in a sentence, but I promise that's what it is. But anyways, I'm a certain kind of special, guys. I still haven't figured out what's wrong with me. I probably need to get diagnosed or something.
Is there a word for it? I'm not sure.
Who needs a diagnosis today? Can't we just be us? We're all unique and eccentric.
But I have a big chip on my shoulder for Disney. By the way, hey, everybody that's in the chat. I don't have my YouTube up. I don't know if anything's going on. But, hey, everybody, if you want to get on, I posted a link in my Twitter. So go on the tweets. But
let me tweet you out here.
They have, tweet the whole thing. Tweet the link to get on here.
I'm tweeting your link. You're you put that on Twitter.
I've already tweeted the link. You know that I'm unbalanced.
You're not right. But you're
reserving myself to, like, I have over the last week, I've been rocking on Twitter, man. I've been
noticed. And hey, Geeks and Gamers picked you up, huh?
Yeah, they sure did. I was pretty excited about that, and it was all because I just post moronic stuff.
We all know it's because you're that bench that you sit on.
Yeah, I'm the piano bench.
You're the best kind of bench.
Yeah. But I've been doggone meeting so many cool people. They're sharing, and it's just been awesome. So I'm like kind of on this little quest to find out who people are and talk to them and be like, hey, I've never talked to you. I've never even seen you on a stream, but I wonder what life's like, kind of deal.
That's kind of how we met. Oh God, I can't even remember who it was. I think it was Drunk. I found out who you were through Drunk, I think. Went and binged your stuff and decided this is my kind of feller.
Oh, yeah. I remember when we first started doing streams and I first got on, the very first two people that I ever had a stream with, very first three people, I'm sorry, I was on with Drunk, I was on with Proper Jeremy, and Sith. And it was, I just came on in the middle of nowhere, and Drunk was talking about the best Christmas movies ever and what we thought of that. And of course, the answer is Die Hard as being the best Christmas movie ever. And there wasn't really any argument after that. I'll take Scrooged. And people will argue the fact of saying that, what is it, National Lampoon Christmas is the thing. I'm not, hey, what's up, Final Death Star? I got your, thanks for the sub, man. I'm going to go back and sub back to you. Thomas, what's up, dude?
I don't even know how I found you or how I think all I know was Game of Thrones.
Hey, do I get to respond to Mongo real quick?
So what?
Do I get to respond to Mongo in the chat real quick?
Absolutely.
So Mongo, my pinky is not broken. It had some seriously under the skin, like busted blood stuff. So but it's healed up nicely. And now the only difference is I have a weird vein popping in my pinky. So there's like this really prevalent blue vein that you can still see. But other than that, it looks fine.
Nice. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I saw that was kind of gross.
Yeah.
I saw the picture. I was like, oh, she got Rousey.
Hey guys, anybody that's in the chat there, go on my Twitter on my front page, and I posted a link so that you can be on this chat if you want. Just saying, Will, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get freaking Will on one of the things. He's been all over my Twitter. I've been all over his Twitter. That's one of the guys. I'm like, I'm gonna get to know that dude. So yeah, I don't know how we ended up crossing paths. I remember the Game of Thrones, which, by the way, I went to see Game of Thrones live in concert, full orchestra. It was just the music, full orchestra, humongous screen right behind them, and they had the different scenes. So they had Battle of the Bastards playing. I did that. I muted myself.
I heard you're wonderful.
Yeah, I did. Hey, Miss. They did the Reigns of Castamere, which I was deathly afraid of because I was just ready to come out punching. I thought I was going to get stabbed. But no, it was just red wedding-ish. It was awesome. It was a great concert. I was just really pumped about that. So yeah, Thomas, man, how the freak are you doing? Got to see Thomas. got to see Thomas hanging out with Jeremy over in Boston while he was up there. They did some car videos together and got to hang out. And nobody realizes how lucky Jeremy was to have been in that position. Not many people get to hang out with Thomas in person. So Thomas, you better remind that dude. No, I can't see you. Can't see you, Star Wars for life.
I get to hang out with Thomas sometime next spring. He's going to come see me.
Ooh, that's nice. I think I may be able to see him, and we're gonna go. Oh, are you gonna come to Pensacola in March or something?
No.
Yes, I am. I'm actually $70 for the tickets. Next weekend, I'm gonna buy some tickets.
That's what I'm telling you. What, man?
I was mad. All the VIP is sold out already. I'm like, damn.
Did they already? I haven't been on yet. Hold on just a second. I want to see if I can do this. Will it post? I wonder if that'll come through. Yeah, somebody get on that. Hey Ruthie, you can jump on that. I'm pretty pumped about that. I think me and Drunkard are going to try to go up there, and I got to talk to Thomas a little bit, and so he's going to try to come down and hang out for a little bit over there. So maybe a little bit of a party. Thomas, you still good for Pensacola, brother? I hope so. Everybody, by the way, I posted that. I dare you. I freaking dare you. Copy and paste that link.
I know. You're a lunatic, Jesse. You're a complete lunatic.
What's the matter? Come on. When have you
remember
the time you lived on the edge?
Do you remember the last, like back in the day when I would just throw my links up in the chat and randos would pop on and everything would go sideways? It never ended well. I'm pretty sure that's how we found Geek Ninjas, guys.
I think it was. There was actually a couple people that had done that. I forget this other group of people I used to kind of hang out with on the side. He made a mistake and accidentally pasted or posted the wrong link. I'm like, oh, I'm in. Bombed the stream. And then that was StreamYard or Streamlabs and Hangout. So you didn't have a queue. You couldn't like see someone in the lobby and then let them in.
They were in there. You either booted them or didn't. And that's all you could do it. You couldn't like monitor, and they could get on and totally bomb your stream before you could react. So I guess StreamYard's a little better because you can decide like, okay, I can allow this person in at least.
Yeah, you can cycle through people and one out, one in, and then a little bit better censorship because that's how Senate. I posted a link to Terrence one night because I don't know, that guy has like the hardest time working a stream when it gets to coming on. So I had to post it in the chat and then delete it. But before I deleted it, the Senate got it, and I'm like, all you hear is what? I'm like, oh my god.
That's all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit of a turd. I don't know who's coming up, but I mean, I usually try to keep people I know that I don't usually give a crap, but some new people, they start going off. Well, I'll click that remove from stream button real quick. Not really a problem with that, but it is okay. So yeah, I saw an article today. I was told that it was clickbait, but I verified it with a couple other things. I saw that there's some talk that J.J. Abrams may be in talk with Warner Brothers to do possibly a Superman or a Green Lantern movie.
I had heard that as well. I haven't looked into it much, but I've heard about it.
So by the way, Will Gentry, let me see. I saw about an hour ago, and it was amazing. So Will just got back from seeing Joker, and he's raving about it too. Like I said, spoiler-free stream. I'm telling you, and just what the heck? By the way, what the heck? They posted that thing's like, oh, this is not for kids. No crap.
I know, right?
Just see that. Who would have thought?
How many kids do you think got on their parents' Netflix and watched Punisher?
Well, it was
like nobody was out there warning that one. Look it out.
It was actually very nice, or really weird. Whenever I went to see, whenever I went to see Rambo, me and Drunk went to see Rambo, and went with another guy, and they were like, Rambo was way more violent, way worse than I thought the Joker was on a violence level, but on a psychedelic level, wasn't. But there were kids like 7 years old, 8 years old, walking in with their parents.
Was it that?
It was a full theater, and I probably counted about a dozen kids in there.
So suggestion for kids, yes or no?
No.
Big
No.
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 Still a no.
Do not take your kids to this movie. Got it.
Don't take your kids to this movie. There's a few things that I decide on in life. Number one, don't take your kids to really violent movies and stuff. Restrict what your kids watch sometimes until they're of age. Number two, don't eat your pets. You know, I remind people of that whenever I cook.
Is that what cooking in a beater is around?
That's right. That's right. Cooking in a beater. I haven't made cooking in a beater in a long time. Let me see. There's Smoked Banshee. Didn't Jeremy say that Jar Jar Abrams was going to jack the DC movies? Here's what I want to try to figure out. By the way, yes, Mr. Will, I do have kids. I have 2 little girls. With J.J. Abrams, would he jack up DC? I've seen him. We've seen what he's done with Star Wars, but he's also done some decent stuff too. This is where I've actually struggled a little bit. Anybody that ends up getting tied into Disney Star Wars, do we put the label on them that?
I'll be right back, Jesse.
Don't threaten me. Do we put the label on them that's like, yeah, they're going to be screwed?
No, I don't.
I don't know that I do either, because the dude, I
hold each movie on its own merit. I don't associate the movie before it or the movie after it, because it's hit or miss, man. It's like Ron Howard has had some great movies, and then he's had some bad movies, and it's like, but because Ron Howard directed Solo, I'm not going to condemn the guy.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, Will, so I'm reading, Will actually reviewed Solo too, and he was right. I didn't like Solo either, but yeah, I really have enjoyed some of the previous work JJ's done, especially from like a directorial standpoint. I really enjoyed. I'll be honest with everybody. I really enjoyed The Force Awakens. I was a fan of it, and I really especially liked how The Force Awakens, like the camera shots and the different bits of CGI, how it followed around the Falcon, how it followed the X-wings.
And you were good with all of the Rey, Mary, Sue stuff from the get-go?
I'm sorry?
You were good with Rey being a Mary Sue from the get-go?
No. I wasn't good with that. When I say I enjoyed it, I enjoyed the fact of the way the cinematography was done.
It kind of the same way I am with Endgame. Not
Yeah.
so much the story of the characters, but more for the fact, like how beautiful the movie would have been, like cinematography, shot wise, camera work. And Abrams does have a good knack for visuals, kind of like Zack Snyder. But I think J.J. Abrams would be better for Green Lantern than he would be for Superman.
Yeah, I think he would too. Midnight's Edge, bro. What's up, dude? Look at that, man. We are getting some freaking awesome people. I'm just pumped up today, man. Funtime Fridays are just my days to kind of hang out and kick back and stuff. And I'm with Will, man. I loved JJ doing Star Trek. I thought JJ was awesome with Star Trek. I'm
not even a Star Trek fan, and I like those ones.
Yeah, I never watched Star Trek. I never did, and I liked the first one. I liked the second one. I watched the third one a little. Man, Papa Jim. Hey, so by the way, everybody, if everybody notices this guy right here, Papa Jim, that is actually my father-in-law. Okay. And if you look right here, this guitar right here was made by that man's hands. a tree. He cut up a tree. He cut that thing out, put the electronics in it, and carved it and painted it. It was awesome. So Papa Jim, much love and respect. That is a Springsteen model up there, and it's a spring. It's a Springsteen because of the paint job on the back. Here it is, America.
Hey, now here's a question for you, Jesse.
Yep.
When are you going to make time for shenanigans again, huh?
Whenever you invite me, that's when. How you like me now? You can't get one over on me because I'm going to shoot back.
Well, good. No. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. That's a wonderful thing for me to hear. Because now you don't get to say no. You don't get to say no for next Friday.
Well, maybe I'll come on then. You never know. I got to go back in the garage because my house is really small, and both of my kids' rooms are like right over there, and you know, I got to stay quiet because
I can't get one over on you, but all I'm hearing are excuses.
No, I didn't say I wouldn't come on. I said I was going to the garage. Turd.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go to the garage.
Okay,
I can't make the signal work is the next one. I'm gonna hear.
No,
I can see that shenanigans now. The ring girl's gonna creep up in the door again.
Oh, dude, that was so.
That was a night. That was a night right there. That was.
So anybody? So it was me. It was me and Lee Cole and Geek in Disguise and Abu Nas. We were doing a stream going over a Game of Thrones episode, and we're sitting in there. It had been 2 hours in, man. We were going forever. Apparently, my daughter could not sleep and goes and just stands in the window right behind me and looked like a poltergeist. It was terrible. Man, so Midnight's Edge, man, I'm glad you're in here, brother. Look at that. Liked it for what it was, beyond the best, but what they were saying goes to show the issues with those movies. They weren't Trek. Well played.
I'm gonna shoot this link to Tom.
Come on. Anybody that is in the thing, like as before, I posted a link so that you can come on. It's on my Twitter page.
I'm trying to get Dan in here, man.
I'm gonna send it directly to his DMs though. Tom's a beast.
He is a beast, man. He is a freaking beast, and I'm glad he's up in this beast too, man. I'm just using beast.
I broke a stream cherry the other day, so I'm hoping to get him in. He's a good guy to have on a stream. Orange Hat Reviews.
Oh yeah. I haven't been able to. I'm just now getting back into my YouTube thing. I've been having. My computer's just a turd, and as much as I want to try to do videos like I used to and everything, it is just it's just terrible. It skips around. Like I got home and it took me 15 minutes to open up my computer and get everything so that my computer actually started running normally. Everything starts opening up. It's just slow and it's garbage. But once it opens up, it's okay, I guess. You know,
I could see Odin is bored.
And Odin is bored?
Yeah, I could see Odin is bored. He's going back at it with the Alita Army people on Twitter.
Some rando.
Like for 3 days now, he's been back and forth with the same person from the Alita Army. It's funny. You can tell when he just gets bored and has nothing better to do.
Miss, you over there?
Mm-hmm.
Sup?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing on this Friday?
I'm sadly awake.
I thought this was a me day.
It was a me day. It was a me day of no social media. This isn't social media. This is YouTube.
I mean, kind of.
I saw a stream, I clicked on it, saw a hangout or whatever it's called, clicked on that.
See? Look at that.
My me day has consisted of me laying on my couch doing nothing.
Hey, that's just what it is. That's just what. Wait, hold up. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Tom.
It's Rando Calrissian.
Hey. Hey-o.
And then along comes.
Why didn't you name yourself that?
Oh my goodness.
Leave and come back.
That voice, man.
Exaggeration Nation. Now, did we do a shenanigans together before? I think or no? No.
I don't think you did a
I
shenanigans.
don't know. I swear I've been on something with him before.
Yeah, it was the fundraiser.
Oh, okay.
Did you cross dress for me?
Yes, he did.
Yes, that was
Yeah! I knew it. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus for the last 2 months, but I'm back on, man. And
Just had a brain fart and doesn't
I
remember.
was gonna say I knew you, but I've never been on anything with the other gentleman right above me here, the Lord of, how do you say that? Djibouti.
Oh, yeah,
That's
one of the best countries on earth.
Gotcha.
Guys, it's geek in disguise. If you
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we've crossed over at least once before then.
Yes,
Okay.
we have actually.
All right, so then I have worked with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the Djibouti thing is just a drunk 3PO inside joke.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know Jay. He's a good guy.
Oh yeah, man. We went and saw Joker last night together, and then we went and saw Rambo a couple weeks before then.
see, all I have in my head is when you say you went and saw it together, you guys frolicking through the parking lot holding hands. Yeah,
We are very, very close to doing that.
you're just like skipping towards the entrance, going, "We're gonna get popcorn."
We're gonna get popcorn and soda.
Yay! This is gonna be so
candy. It's gonna be so awesome.
We're close to that level, actually, man. I love the fact that like my Twitter is kind of where I do all of my fun stuff right now. I'm still trying to get back into the YouTube thing a little bit, but it's amazing just how much people love to pay attention to us. And all I'm thinking is we're just friends being idiots. That is literally all we're doing.
You two are so adorable. You couldn't be cuter if you were gay.
Are you trying to ship them?
I am.
I literally told him yesterday because I love hanging out with him and other people. I was like, if I wasn't so scared of penises, I'd probably be gay. You get pissed at each other, you punch each other in the face. You always leave the seat open. You're having steak 6 days a week. Beer is always in the house. How is that ever a bad thing? I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to touch you. That's the thing.
I just want to cohabitate.
It looks like a little peanut butt.
So, Papa Jim,
How you
like I
doing?
said, that is my man of men right there. He can whittle wood like nobody can whittle wood in his life. Anyway, how's the Joker? Without spoiling it, amazing. It was a 10 of 10 for me.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
9.5 of 10, I'd say. There's a couple things I had with it because I'm a big DC guy, and Joker is my favorite villain. But I loved it so much. So much.
I'm so pumped for it now.
You should be. You should be. And by the way, Fixing Stuff, Za. What's up, Fixing Stuff, Za?
You said za, and all I wanted to do was go huzzah!
Huzzah!
Has anybody? Am I the only person in here that's seen Joker?
No.
Probably so. Oh,
I
I'm
have
sorry.
not seen it.
Oh, that was pretty good. It's not really like, the thing is like I've heard a few people have the same kind of like. There's a few of us trying to put our fingers on it, but we're like, it's not really the Joker per se.
No.
Like I said, like this character probably has more in common with Two-Face than Joker as far as like the mental split and stuff like that. I mean, there's a few other things like, really it's like its hindrances. It's the Joker, but there's some great Joker moments in it. So it has a lot going for it, a few things against it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a few issues, but all in all, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. I don't know if I'd go as far as the 9 out of 10 or anything like that. And some people are like, "Oh, it's the greatest movie of the year, and it's going to win Oscars."
And it'll probably change.
Like
I'm probably on the fact that, like, after you ever first see a movie, you're sitting there thinking to yourself, "Oh man, it's awesome." Then you're going to step back and you're going to analyze it a little bit. So it'll probably go down and down a little bit for me over time.
Oh, you should see my review of it, chapter 2. It was an immediate, oh, yeah, that wasn't good.
See, I didn't mind chapter 2. I thought it was all right.
But
I didn't even have high expectations for that film, and I didn't think it was good.
Well, that was your problem going in, because that's the problem with it. Chapter 2 overall is that it's the same story all over again. And if they don't cross it over like they do in the book simultaneously, you basically have two movies that are the same story twice. So that's kind of the problem with splitting it up like that. But anyway,
it's been my experience that anytime Miss and Tom like have a discussion about anything, they always wind up on opposite ends of the spectrum.
But we understand each other. I don't think we fight. I don't think she hates me afterwards. She doesn't threaten to beat me up or anything.
He is entitled to his wrong opinion.
Man, how about this southeastern heat wave, man? Good Lord.
Dude, oh my God. Today's the first day it's been below like 78 degrees, like well, below like 90 degrees, honestly. So today it's like 74 degrees outside. And there's no AC in the house. So I'm thanking God that I'm able
to share. It's 97 degrees here right now.
Oh
my God. It is ridiculous.
It's cold as hell here.
Tom, I'm with you.
We're roasting.
I've been in my room. I have no idea what the temperature
Florida usually has it's either hot or it's hell.
It's like 50 degrees here.
Yeah. It's just like I would say the way I would describe living in Florida is hopping out of a hot shower, letting the steam get to you, not drying off, putting on all of your clothes and walking outside.
And that's why I wouldn't want to live there.
See, I didn't feel that, man. I didn't feel that last week when I was there. It was nice. It was low 80s. But then again, I grew up in that environment, so it was.
You caught it last week on the good. You caught last week on a good day,
Yes.
or on a good couple.
Get
What are you
it.
doing? Okay, that's Scarlett. She sucks. So, yeah, Scarlett. That was my cat.
I like other people's cats. I don't like my cats.
I'm not really a cat person. Period. Get out of there. Hold up. Let me get out of there. Whatever. Yeet.
That's why my cat's name is Asshole. Because he won't.
Cats out there whose names are asshole.
That's seriously, his name is Asshole.
That's an epidemic of asshole.
Stig.
Stieg.
Hey, Steve.
Somebody messaged Stig.
Yes.
Man, I haven't talked to that dude in a minute, and I miss the crap out of him.
Hello there.
Stig. Well, I actually don't hold him to the hello. It's the treat of all treats. But man, I can't typecast him because number one, I love the Norwegian in Stig, man. It's just that Scandinavian dude's just that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, Thomas is right. I think dogs are better than cats anyways. I just got mine because my kids needed stuff to play with. They got fleas last week. They sucked.
The kids or the cats?
The cats. Yeah, the cats got fleas last week. But I will tell you the good thing about this. I've got a banana tree. This yielded about 6 bushels of bananas, and I was pretty happy about that. I've got a lemon tree out back that is it's got about 3 dozen lemons on it right now, and 3 pineapple bushes, and I picked 2 pineapples this year. So I'm telling you, Thomas, later on, brother, good hearing from you, dude. Good hearing from you.
Do we want Stig to come in? Yes.
Bring old Stig in. Pop's gonna cook tomato gravy later. Give the girls my love. I will, Pop. I love you, dude.
Wait, what is tomato gravy?
Tomato gravy, and it's gravy with tomatoes in it, I guess.
Spaghetti sauce, essentially.
That's what I was thinking. But I'm like, wait, there's something I don't know about. Like, can I make country gravy with a can of tomato soup?
I'm calling it tomato
Can't
gravy.
imagine.
That's awesome.
That would end well.
Yeah, most parts of the world they just call this tomato soup or spaghetti sauce or
Yeah.
sauce,
Tell people I don't like tomato gravy.
A nice marinara.
made or gravy.
Made or gravy.
Jim's lived up in New York. He actually lived in Idaho for a long time. He used to brag about Idaho all the time, and I really want to go out there and check it out one time. Sun Valley, Idaho, I think, does he live near?
Idaho does not inspire me to think of greatness. No offense to anybody from Idaho, but it's not, when you think, I'm going to go to Idaho, you don't think, yeah, I'm going to have the time of my life. You think, hey, that's where potatoes come from.
I was just going to say, that's about all you think of. Oh, they probably got some good taters. That's about it.
Their French fries better be awesome or I'm going to be pissed.
They better be amazing.
Yeah, like Idaho better be like the capital of French fries in the world.
If all of their tomato stuff isn't on point, I'm going to ask for my money back. I'm going to get a refund.
Like, do you think they have like mashed potato themed joints like Baskin Robbins where you can go in like 50 different
I
flavors?
never thought there would be. There is actually a chain of restaurants that is like potato based. I can't remember the name.
Like, let me get some of that sour cream and chives.
Happy birthday, Coley.
Coley.
Colon.
Dirty 30.
Anyways, happy birthday. 30 is a good age. I'm 35. I'm on the I'm not on the back nine yet, but I'm approaching the back nine. There's a lot of stuff that hurts on my body that I didn't even know I had body parts to hurt. And oh, wait. Stig!
Hello there.
Hello
there.
What's been going on, Stig? How you been, man? I hadn't seen you in a hot minute.
That is a hello there that will never be replicated.
Been watching horror movies. You know, it's October.
That's right.
My kids are watching Critters right now.
Good movie.
They're like, what is this movie, Daddy? I'm like, it's a good movie. Shut up, sit down and watch it.
Don't tell your mom.
I actually sat down and watched the movie the other night that I embarrassed myself for watching, but I had to. They put 1984 Supergirl on Netflix.
Classic.
It
so
was
bad it's entertaining.
That's right.
That's why I couldn't. It's like a birth defect. You know you shouldn't watch it, but you can't stop staring at it.
What's better is there's an extended version of it too.
No, really?
The international version's much longer.
Yeah.
An extended growth.
In my pants.
Oh my. That's quite a stretch, isn't it?
It's not a boner.
Dude. It was just, I mean, Helen Slater, she looks pretty darn good in that movie. I won't lie. But just so much cheese. And Peter O'Toole, holy crap. Peter O'Toole, you're supposed to be a decent actor, and what are you doing sullying yourself?
Yeah.
Such a level. It was just, I don't know how they got it wrong. It was just terrible. It sucked so bad.
Like all the bad things from Superman 2 got carried over into that.
No.
I swear it was one of their like recycled scripts from Donner's Superman. They just
it just goes to show the Selkines had no clue what the hell they were doing, and Richard Donner was the glue that held that entire thing together. Yeah, because after that it was just a mess.
All right, guys, don't shoot me. I'm gonna hop off here. I want to hang out with this kiddo here for a couple hours before I have to get ready for shenanigans tonight.
Awesome. Love you, babe. Thanks for coming on.
Of course. I missed you, honey badger.
I know.
You drug me on here and then you run off. I see.
Tom, by the way, Tom.
Shenanigans is at 10, right?
10 Eastern, yes. And Tom, congratulations on being on the High Council the other night. That was
yeah. I told you the curtains are green.
They are green. And what did they serve in the back room?
I'm not supposed to say.
Was it meth?
No, it's a bunch of hookers with coke.
I gotta go. There's a kid in the room. I gotta go. Love you guys.
Coke lace piano benches.
Little people with trays on their head, multiple drugs all over them.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna go. I love you guys so big bunches. Jesse, it's a pleasure as always, Honey Badger.
Absolutely. He's good.
Stig, Tom, I'll see you guys tonight. Geek, you're awesome.
You too.
Miss.
Like Jesse.
I love you, Miss. All right, bye, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Miss has the best avatar.
That is a good-looking avatar.
Yeah, I like that hat.
Dude, it's hard, isn't it, Jesse? Like, I've been out of the loop for the past month and a half.
I kind of have, too. I need to actually sit down and look at how to do stuff really well. Like I think maybe like I don't even know how to do a a thumbnail for my videos. I've just never paid attention to how to do that. I just jump in there, mix stuff up, and throw it on. It's like, hey, Orange Hat, come on, man, come on. As soon as I see you, I'll throw you in here, brother. Come on in.
Dude, I'm gonna pop off. It is the me day as geek.
I was wondering that, and you still came on to see me. You are great.
Well, because you're awesome.
Friday without I.
Well, thank you for coming on during your me day.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Much love, and we will definitely do this again.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Later on, Boo.
Have a good night, miss.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then there were four. So I was just watching something the other day. I don't know if you picked up the theme that I'm really deep into music. Yeah, I'm deep into music. I was watching something on John Williams the other day. Was it just me that didn't know he does a concert every year up in Massachusetts?
Did not know that.
I knew something like that, yeah.
I knew he did a concert, but I didn't know where.
But isn't he retiring this next year after Star Wars?
I think I heard that. I could. It was bad. Like The Last Jedi. Whenever I watched it, I could tell that it didn't seem like the same music.
Well, dude's like in his 80s, and he writes, but like he's got an assistant, I think, that does most of the work for him.
Yeah.
He's got a process.
Woo! What's up, man?
Not much.
Yes.
Dude.
Orange Hat reviews.
I just decided to pop on for the most random stream ever. I didn't even come on talking about anything. I was just like, I wonder where this is going to go. And freaking all these awesome people just jumping on here, man. This is one of the greater days of my life.
Hey, your channel is actually bigger than mine, so I'm actually honored, sort of, to be here. So
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Got to get you in the circuit, Dan. Or sorry, Orange Hat reviews.
Hey, man. I'd love to be. I've actually contacted Lethal to see if I can get on one of his sometime.
Oh yeah, Lethal's a good guy to be on with. But random stream is sometimes the best. He just,
So how many of you saw? So how many of you saw Joker?
Yep, it was me and Tom. I went with Drunk 3PO last night, and we watched it together.
I saw it last night too. There was only, let's see, 3 guys, an older couple, and me. The old couple left the theater. They were not happy. I don't think they understood what the movie was about.
How could you just like mistakenly end up in the Joker?
They thought
I'm like, you'd have to know.
But man, when they left the theater, this dude was shaking wasn't not just some old couple. This guy was shaking and stuff. He was older. He was an older guy. But when they drove off, oh my God, they sped down the road like gunning it at 40 in a 25-mile-an-hour road.
Punching, baby, I felt Satan.
I don't think people are paying attention to the R rating, and I don't know if they're doing a very good campaign as far as advertising on television. I haven't seen any of the TV ads, but I mean, they're already out there warning parents and stuff about this. So of course there's going to be some confusion crossover. I mean, there was idiot parents who were taking their kids to Deadpool for Pete's sake. So
oh my God, man.
I remember going
Deadpool was nuts. I remember seeing that one in theater, and holy shit, that was awesome.
We went and saw Neighbors in theater, and it was like there were more kids than there were adults. I was like, oh my gosh. Bunch of teenagers.
Oh my God. When they had Good Boys in my theater, that one with the kids and the sex toys and the drugs and all that, there was so many freaking kids that showed up, and parents were in my hometown here. They're like, wait, you let them? Hey, and they're like, they said they had permission.
Oh,
So,
see, it doesn't work like that here. I do nothing.
My theater said, the guy that's the manager on my theater, he said, "Hey, they show up with money, and if they say they have permission, I cannot legally stop them."
Yeah, they
And
can.
he can. Well, yeah, he
Technically,
can.
no, because the rating is suggested.
Yeah.
That's the thing is he's technically right that I mean, a theater can turn a patron away if they can make a moral decision, and there's nothing you can really do about it, especially if you're a minor. But if you're an adult and they do that to you, it's a different story. But
you mean like a coal miner?
No, like a kid. Like a goat, Stig. Like a goat.
See, when I was a kid, you had to have ID or like somebody.
Oh yeah.
And here,
some places are much more stickler. You know, they do pay more attention to it, and if you get the right people up front, they won't let kids through. You know, usually, like I said, they'll just say no, not without a parent or at least a kid that's old enough, whatever. But there are areas where they just don't give a shit.
There was
there's nothing you can do about it.
The local theater took a lot of heat because some parents got upset that the theaters let their kids in to see Sausage Party.
Oh, I remember all that stuff. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Everybody
So
thought
they're like really strict about ID here now.
This ain't a kid movie.
See, and like I always grew up, and it was rated R. You must always be accompanied by an adult, or an adult must purchase the ticket.
Technically, yes. See, those I think I'd have to reread the rating for the R rating, and that they might be in the wrong. But again, you get a situation where a lot of times it's some kid running the.
Yes.
So they don't give a crap. You know, it's
wow. Hang on a second. An R rating on a movie means children under the age of 17 can get in only with a parent or guardian who is over the age of 21. But some theaters are tightening their rules. Regal Cinemas instituted a new rule that no children under the age of 6 are allowed into an R-rated movie.
Oh, that's good.
That's
okay.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even if a company buys
the R-rated movies here in my hometown, they're like 12, 13.
Guys, pardon me. I've got to take this phone call. Keep talking.
Right.
There are some theaters that are very adamant about what age of kids are allowed in, and there are some that won't allow kids in without parents now. I mean, it all depends on the theater and the area, I'm sure. But I've known theaters that I've known this. Let's put it this way: when I was a kid, I knew which theaters to go to not have to worry about getting into an R-rated movie, and I knew which ones I did. Okay. It's like
Regal Cinemas issued the statement. You might think it's because these movies aren't appropriate for someone that age, but it's more a policy for the theater implemented to benefit the adults. Yeah, good. I don't need your kid whining for half the movie behind me.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's what bothers me about some of these movies is you go and there's people with like 3-4 kids in one of these premieres, and it's like you just paid how much money to drag all your kids into this R-rated movie when it would have been probably cheaper to get a babysitter, I would think.
Oh, It Chapter 2, man. I had to sit through half to It Chapter 2 with like 4 kids between the ages 7 and 12 running around the theater acting a fool.
Who's bringing a 7-year-old to that movie? I'm sorry. That's just dumb.
Oh, my God. That would just be freaking terrifying for most kids nowadays.
I mean, I could misunderstand somebody, or I can understand the misunderstanding of somebody bringing a kid to like, Deadpool or the Joker to a point. Because you didn't do the research well enough to understand it was an R-rated movie or something like that.
It was the only time I ever voluntarily sat in the the second or third row from the screen because it was the only place to move to get away from these kids running around behind us and around us and up and down aisles. I'm like, ugh.
I had a similar experience at it too. I moved, even though it was assigned seating, but that was because a bunch of teenagers sat right next to me, and I'm like, to hell with that.
Oh, I don't condone violence on women, but I did want to donkey punch this chick in the back of the head. Because I had just so happened to luck out last minute the day of the Thursday night previews for Endgame and got my hands on some tickets. And I was amped. I was stoked. I'm like, oof, Endgame, we're going to go watch this. And I sit down and I've got this girl who's like 3 seats over, 1 row in front, selfieing through like the biggest parts of the movie, and all you keep seeing is this flash. And I'm like, this right here is going to get donkey punched in the back of the head in a minute if she does not put that phone away. Like, because you're trying to pay attention to the screen and you got this flash going off, and you're like,
Oh, even when they just open their phones or open their phones, they don't open their phones anymore because they're not flip. But you know what I mean, where they turn their phones on. You know, that bothers me too. And it's like they tell you to turn it off for a reason. And you could go tell an usher, and they technically will give them a warning and kick their ass out if they don't listen. But then you miss the movie. That's what sucks because you're like stuck in this. You know, like, well, what do you do? It's hopefully somebody else will go complain, you know, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And then the Beavis and Buttheads that like to sit around you, they sit there and
oh my god, man.
Yeah,
and review the movie as if they're sitting on the couch watching a music video. I'm like, God,
oh yeah. Speaking of it chapter 1, the first one, when I went there was these two guys sitting behind me, and they couldn't have been, you know, much older than 15, 16 probably. And that you would have thought they were, you know, experts on it, even though everything they were saying was wrong. And I was about to turn around to them and say, look, if I wanted the audio commentary, I would have just waited for the DVD. But luckily, some other guy said, you guys shut the fuck up. Sorry, I don't know if you wanted to swear that, but that's exactly what he said. And they finally be quiet. They're quiet. And it's like,
I heard that on some like 60-year-old ladies at Maleficent. It was the first time we had taken our whole family as a whole to the movies to see Maleficent, and I got these two old bags sitting behind me that just incessantly talked. And even when the lights went dim, one was like, "Oh,
I
the lights
freaking hate those people."
They're like, "I think they're trying to tell us it's time to be quiet." So I'm like, "Okay, finally, they got the self-realization. It's time to shut up." And they shut up. 20 minutes into the movie, I found my daughter was like, "They are so annoying, Daddy. I cannot pay attention to movies." So I turned around, I was like, "Will you please shut up?" If I wanted to spend $75 to listen to somebody talk, I'd give you money and come to your house.
Right?
So like, well, you're disrupting our time. So then it was like there's this tension throughout the whole rest of the movie, and we go to get up and leave, and the lady taps me on the shoulder and goes, "I think you owe me an apology." I was like, "An apology for what?" "Well, you were rude, and I don't think that's a good example to be setting for your children." I said, "What, to stand up for themselves and call somebody out when they're BSing? Like, you ruined our movie experience. We paid, more to be here than you did. Why are you here if all you're going to do is talk?"
Not only that, I'd be like, did you remember seeing that thing that said "shut the hell up" before the movie? I did.
I brought
Exactly. Exactly.
I said, even your friend here acknowledged the fact that when the lights went dim, it's time to be quiet, but you didn't be quiet. You kept talking and getting louder.
You know,
so I had to say something. And it's like, with these people, man, I remember my wife's like, "Baby, just calm down." I'm like, "No, I'm about to kirk out on the Golden Girls over here because,
Well, you're not allowed to be a white male and get angry in this nation, I've noticed now. No. I've had so many experiences where it's like, are you serious?
Jeff Dunham had the best bit on middle-aged white men in his new Beside Me stand, thing there with the puppets last night. That shit was so fucking funny.
I saw Jeff Dunham when he first came to the New York State Fair a few years back. That guy's hilarious, man.
He had the best middle-aged white man bit. It was so funny.
Stig, do you guys get a lot of crap over in Norway with the whole woke culture over there too?
Yeah, it's just increasing over here too. Mostly the stench is coming over.
All you need to do is bring out the axes and they'd shut up.
Jesse, when's the wedding, Jesse?
So what?
When's the wedding, my man?
What wedding?
You and Darth Barbie, man. Like, what's going on here? I noticed she just responded to you with a face stuffing challenge video.
What? When? Where? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even checking my stuff. Oh,
Darth Barbie's actually pretty cool. I'm actually glad I started following her on Twitter. She's decent.
I'm gonna tag you because she did. It's like it's right below yours, or did she respond to yours? I'm not sure, but
hey, look at that! Awesome. Nah, she's a cool girl, man.
She is.
She's a cool girl. I saw a couple of her videos, and man, she's shooting up in the subs.
Y'all back off, man.
Yeah, she is.
She's shooting up the subs. I'm definitely pretty jelly on that. But then again, I don't spend quite enough time on YouTube that I do on Twitter. I come on every once in a while to BS and hang out with people.
I don't even know how I
try to stay off Twitter. That place is a cesspool, man.
I think I was like one of her first 10 followers on Twitter. But she is a cool chick.
The only thing
it's one of those days on
I
Twitter.
used to have a Facebook, and now I just do Twitter and YouTube right now.
Hang on.
But I was all about, like, if you can't come onto my channel or onto my stuff to get a laugh, like, that's pretty much all it is. People that I've had a couple people try to start some type of debate with me about calling me some racist or animal or whatever the hell it is. And I just bait them with stupid stuff. And they just end up stop talking, and that's pretty much it. But I mean, my freaking Twitter is just like I do the dumbest things in the history of the world, and that's it. I can't help it. It's just one of those things where it's like, if you don't get a laugh out of my Twitter, then I'm not doing it right. That's all I want. Stay away from all that other stuff. I don't get into Twitter feuds or anything like that. Don't want to waste time for that.
I sent her a link. I'm trying to get her on here. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I've actually only got about 10 more minutes. My car, the reason I'm home so early is because my car's in the shop, and that guy that just called was my mechanic letting me know that it's just about done.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have to pop off here in about 10 minutes to go pick that up. But
what happened to your car?
The cylinders were misfiring yesterday on the way home, and so I just needed some spark plug work. It's not too bad. It'll be like $150. Because I needed a couple other things here and there too, but I do not have a good history with owning cars. I've cracked radiators before. I cracked 2 head gaskets in the same Jeep within 3 years.
So you're basically Jill Taylor of driving cars.
Oh,
my first car I got free from family. It was a 95 Nissan Sentra. That sucker ran like a dream, but then I kept it up and whatnot, but then it just died of natural causes. The battery went and everything else went, and it just wouldn't come back no matter how many times we tried jumping it or switching the battery out. It just died. Then I get my hands on a freaking Toyota or a Chevy Prism, and rainy day, overcompensated for a turn, went to a ditch. I come back to look at it. It literally looked like it grew a mustache with all that tall grass. And I'm like, well, hey, man, at least you hit puberty before you died. But then, yeah, I haven't had a vehicle since. But, hey, in my hometown, you could literally walk everywhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Shit, I am a mechanic now. I've learned it's a lot cheaper to learn yourself than it is to pay somebody else.
God damn, leaf people.
Has it started snowing in Norway yet?
We had snow in the mountains though a few days ago, but it's gone away.
I thought I saw that video. I thought I saw a video that it was snowing up there. Have the days started getting shorter yet?
Yeah, it's shortening pretty fast. So now we actually have darkness.
So I was about, how far north are you in Norway?
Near the middle on the coast.
Okay. I've got a few friends that live in Finland, and I talk to them from time to time. And it's on my bucket list of things to do to go and visit Scandinavia right there, the Sweden, Norway, Finland type deal. And I want to find the Northern Lights one day. I'm going to find that thing one day and just check it out.
You can see those in Alaska too, though.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Alaska. Too many Americans up there. A piece of crap.
Oh my gosh, Alaska! My dad went up there one time. Beautiful place, but he says he wouldn't want to live there.
The best thing Alaska's ever given America is 30 days a night.
There you go. Well, actually, one of the best things Alaska has given us was that Sarah Palin porn flick.
Yes.
Who's now Palin?
Well, listen, I'm sorry for those of you guys that joined a little bit late. I do have to pop off because I've got to go and take care of some business, man. But Stig, it was good to see you guys. See you again, man. I've missed you.
Are you gonna be around tonight? Like around 11 our time?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you gonna be around 11 our time?
Possibly, yeah. What's up?
I'm doing a stream tonight with Orange Hat, Perp, SSJ, K Dots, hopefully Terrence. Talk about race bending, double standards, ginger side.
Okay. I may be up. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. It's going to be pretty quiet around here tonight, so I may be okay for it. And Tom and Orange Hat, man, I've streamed with Tom before. Orange Hat, I don't think I've streamed with you before, man. And
This is my second live stream, man.
I'm so happy to have you guys come on, man. This is an unexpected pleasure.
Yeah, no problem. Nice
Glad
to meet you,
being here.
man.
Unexpected pleasure. So
Nice to meet you guys.
absolutely. So we'll do this again. Hit me up if you guys ever need anything. And for those of you guys in the chat or whatever, I'll hit your boy. Y'all be good. Love y'all and all that stuff. Mushy mess.